Learner Differences by Jane Imler. The first good episodic memory that I have was that I grew up with my mother's 9 brothers and sisters. We lived in the country. They were like my own brothers and sisters. I remember sitting around a big table with most all of my grandma's children, waiting for the blessing to be said. I enjoyed playing outside. I spent a lot of time connecting with nature. I can remember being really small and sitting by the fence while watching a tiny bee sip the nectar from a little buttercup, while hearing the buzzing of the other bees going about their business. My hobbies and passions. My hobbies are playing the guitar. I taught myself how to play at the age of 19. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into that feat. I love to use my creative energy to write short stories. I am a published book author. I started writing when I was in the 7th grade. My passions are nature and helping others. I love to watch the beautiful sunsets. I have always wanted to be a painter so I could paint the beauty that I could see around me. I can only paint the beauty with my words. My daily routine has changed since my van broke down, but where it stands right now, I do not work. I live alone with my little dog. I like to go for walks. I love to sit on my porch, and I spend a lot of time on my laptop. My life has changed considerably since I have been divorced and living on my own. I spend a lot of time by myself, more by myself than with anyone else. My frustrations and emotional buttons. One thing that really frustrates me is people who take advantage of my kindness. I love helping others, but not to the point to where they expect it. This is where my emotional intelligence comes in. I have to stand up and say what I mean and mean what I say. My emotional buttons. It hurts me to be called names. I really push those feelings aside and come off with the attitude that it doesn't bother me. I spent most of my adult life being anorexic. I gained weight after I finally started the medicine to control the panic attacks around the age of 36. My husband would call me terrible names. I learned to laugh at it and make jokes. When he realized it didn't bother me, he stopped calling me names, but deep inside it killed me. My believed intelligence. I scored high on linguistics, logical and mathematical, interpersonal and naturalistic. I feel that I'm fairly in touch with my personal feelings. I feel that logic plays a big part in my life as well. I feel that the nature aspect really fits me. I love nature and everything about it. I love walking through the woods. I love sunsets and sunrises. I love to listen to the birds chirp and the babbling brook laugh as it rolls by. I have always been a sky watcher. My first memories of both a tragedy and a victory. My first memory of a tragedy was when I was 12. My cousin Billy, who I loved dearly, was killed in a car accident. A victory? I have had many victories in my lifetime, but none that I can recall at a very early age. I would have to say one of my biggest victories was when I was 30 and I graduated from college with an associate's degree in business and a secretarial diploma. The biggest victory of all, though, was when I was finally able to overcome agoraphobia and how I learned to deal with the panic attacks. I still believe with all my heart that God was the key to that. If it were not for my faith in God, I'm sure I would not be here today.